The Appalachian Mountains, ancient, unforgiving. Dr. Elara Hayes, world-renowned archaeologist, stood at the precipice of discovery. A hidden cave, masked by nature's hand, promised secrets long forgotten. Her team, a mix of seasoned explorers and eager students, shared her excitement. Air, thick with anticipation, hung heavy as they prepared to descend. I faced nature's wrath in every corner of the globe. From the scorching Sahara to the icy Himalayas, I've learned one thing: respect the unknown. Dr. Hayes and her team were about to face a different kind of wilderness, a darkness that had swallowed centuries, a silence that whispered of forgotten things. Ropes bit into the rock face, headlamps cut through the oppressive blackness. The descent was treacherous. The air grew colder, damper, heavier. Each drop of water echoed off the unseen walls, a constant reminder of their isolation. The deeper they went, the more oppressive the atmosphere became. Down, down they went, further from the world they knew. The earth seemed to press in on them, eager to reclaim its secrets. The darkness was absolute, broken only by the slim beams of their headlamps. Even for a seasoned survivalist like myself, this descent would test the limits of human endurance. The cavern opened up before them, a cathedral of silence. Stalactites hung like teeth from the cavern roof, reflecting the dim light in a macabre display. The air was thick with the dust of ages, and then they saw them, bones, scattered across the cavern floor, massive and ancient. These weren't the bones of any animal I'd ever seen. Larger, more primal, the remnants of creatures from a time before recorded history. Dr. Hayes and her team had stumbled onto something extraordinary, but this discovery came with a price. They had awakened something in the darkness. A sound, faint but distinct, a low rumble that seemed to vibrate through the very rock beneath their feet. It was coming from the far end of the cavern, where the darkness seemed to gather and coil. Dr. Hayes, ever the scientist, pressed on, her fascination outweighing her fear. Sound travels differently underground. It bounces off the walls, distorting distances, creating an echo chamber of fear. That rumble wasn't just a sound, it was a warning, a predator announcing its presence. Section 5. The hunt begins. The first attack was swift and brutal. A student venturing too close to the shadows was snatched without a sound. His scream, cut short, echoed through the cavern, bouncing off the walls in a terrifying wave of sound. Panic seized the team, their lights darted frantically, searching for the unseen enemy. There are few things more terrifying than being hunted by something you can't see. In the darkness, every sound is magnified, every shadow takes on a menacing form. The creature in the cave was a master of this unseen terror. They ran, stumbling over the uneven ground, their fear fueling their flight. The creature pursued, its presence marked by the echoing rumble that seemed to draw closer with each passing moment. Dr. Hayes, her voice tight with terror, tried to rally her team. They had to find a way out, had to escape the darkness. The darkness itself became their enemy, concealing the creature, amplifying their fear. Every echo sent shivers down their spines, every falling rock a sign of the approaching predator. They came to a narrow passage, a fissure in the rock face barely wide enough to squeeze through, their only chance. One by one, they contorted their bodies, scraping through the tight space, the rock biting into their flesh. The creature's rumble echoed behind them, closer now, urging them onward. This was a desperate gamble, a last-ditch effort to survive. The confines of the passage offered a sliver of hope, a chance to outmaneuver the creature that hunted them. Dr. Hayes, the last one through, felt a surge of relief as she tumbled out into a smaller cavern. But the relief was short-lived. The rumble, which had been a constant presence, abruptly ceased. An eerie silence descended upon them. It was the silence of a predator that had cornered its prey. Silence can be more terrifying than any roar. It speaks of a calculated patience, a predator savoring the hunt. Trapped, the team braced themselves for the final confrontation. The search party found the entrance to the cave a week later. The descent was harrowing, the silence within deafening. They found the scattered remains of the team, picked clean, scattered like macabre trophies. Only Dr. Hayes' camera, lodged in a crevice, survived. The footage, grainy and distorted, showed the creature in its final, terrifying assault. The creature, a nightmare from the depths of time, was never found. The cave, sealed by the authorities, stands as a silent monument to the lost expedition. A chilling reminder that there are places in this world where man was never meant to tread, where darkness reigns supreme.